If your ChatGPT is running so painfully slow that you can barely type or copy any text without the whole thing just freezing on you, well, then you're not alone. And when this happens, you're faced with a terrible dilemma. Either you stay in your present chat and just bear with the unbearable slowness of the chat, or you try to move a summary of what you just had into a new chat, but it just doesn't feel the same. I kept dragging these chats on for way too long before I researched and finally got to the solution that actually works. Now, this isn't your computer's fault. It's actually a massive flaw in the ChatGPT's UI design across both the web and the actual Windows or Mac app. The interfaces force your device to keep every single previous message fully rendered in the background, and that just crushes your CPU and RAM. I mostly work inside custom GPTs these days, but today I'm showing you the fix for the standard chat. But even if you do custom GPTs, you need to go through this step as well. A link to the full guide for custom GPTs are in the description. So most people try to fix this by asking AI for a summary. Don't. A summary tells a story and story drop details. What you want is a state snapshot, a hard list of facts, not narrative. So here's the exact prompt that I've researched and created and tested, and it works great. So I tell the AI to act as a system architect, that I'm migrating this session and generating a context state artifact. Sounds technical, but it's just forcing the AI to output 5 things. That is the goal, what you're actually trying to build or the purpose of the chat, the rules, any constraint or limits that we have agreed on, the materials, whatever drafts, code, or text we're working on, and the logic, what needs to happen before what. And then we have the next step. Without it, you'll spend the first 5 minutes of your new chat just reorienting the AI. You don't need to understand all this, just know that it works. So we copy this. I'm gonna paste this prompt. See, can barely paste it without this chat getting killed. You'll have the prompt in the description. And then since you probably have a bloated chat, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, this is... Oh, we got something. And as you can see, we have it created as a markdown file, which is the way that the AI reads text in the most efficient way. That's why you always want to save your documents or upload documents as a markdown file. Oh, looks like we got something. Wouldn't you know, what a beautiful markdown file we have, all structured like heaven. Okay, so this is great. But getting the snapshot is only half of it. You still have to move it over. So I'm gonna copy this output. It's a bit slow because yeah, we got a bloated context window. And then we're gonna create a new chat. You do it up here if you're not using custom GPTs. Or if you're using custom GPTs, you just do a new chat here. However, if you're doing this for custom GPTs, there's an additional step here that is full detail described in the PDF. So you have to do that before actually creating the new chat. But for now, since we're just showing how it's done for regular chats, this is the way. So we're gonna paste the snapshot in here, but we're not gonna send this yet because we need a little handover prompt. Here we have it. So phase 3, the handover, and you see depending on what, if you're doing standard chat or custom GPTs or projects, we have different prompts. But for us here, it's the handover prompt for standard chat that is relevant. So we copy that. Then we go back to the chat. We're gonna divide this one up. You see, now we're pasting this handover prompt, but you see here, it says paste the snapshot from here. And then we got end injection. So this last part, we wanna move to the end. So just Control X, cut that out, and then go down and paste it here. And that should be it. Now we're just gonna hit the send button, and there we got a fresh, smoking hot new chat loaded for us. The handover prompt had an action: confirm you have loaded the snapshot. Do not summarize, just tell me you are ready. And it is working on that now. And since we are in thinking mode, it will still take a little bit of time. But with that, we are all good. We got a quick and dirty guide to make it quick again. And that's how we like it. You see, we got ready. Like I said, we have a fresh browser or app window. The CPU won't go nuts and the RAM would stay contained. Everything runs clean again. But the second thing that we've fixed is what most people miss. It's called context rot. And the longer the chat gets, the more the AI gets distracted by all the noise and starts forgetting your earlier instructions or memories or whatever. And this, creating a new context window, strips away that old junk that we don't need. And it gives the AI a clean, compressed version of everything that is crucial, that actually has value and is worth keeping. So it gets sharper, not just faster. Also, there's a bonus step in the PDF that gives your standard chats something closer to permanent memory, more like the way that the custom GPTs work, where we will actually upload a file to that is even more detailed in what we're doing. And lastly, if you're running on a pro plan and want to know how to set up the perfect custom GPT, I did write an extensive Substack article on that, also linked down there in the description. And if you want a video on that, maybe that's the next one if that's something that is wanted.